I know that my hero is going on break, and that kind of has me a little shook right now, because knowing the way the Horikoshi's been writing lately, this break might mean a crazy cliffhanger, and with the way the last 3 chapters have gone, I mean, with the end of the last, like, bro, I've got it shook, man, because then we're gonna have to wait a really long time for the next chapter. But regardless, we are here for that My Hero Academia Greatness chapter 318. So let's go ahead and get started with this. We start off with Endeavor. We're switching up our approach, Deku. At this rate, you're not going to last much longer. The official dispatch dates for the foreign heroes will be decided soon. The dispatch dates for the foreign heroes. That means there will be a lot more personnel available to expand our operation. So we're about to start meeting some more individuals then, right? You're the key to all this, so we can't have you running yourself into the ground. I'm still on my feet, I'm fine. And I can't give the villains time to prepare. Is that Deku? Dog, my man is shaded out with the white background. Low-key giving, at the very least, like his face. You know how when Guts went into the Berserk armor, he would have that streak on where his eye would be. That's what this has got to give me vibes to. I know Horikoshi's always, he's had like several different homages to Berserk, but now especially after what's taken place, you know, rip to my boy Kentaro Miura, to the absolute legend, the GOAT. And so to have this right here, it honestly wouldn't, like, I wouldn't doubt if this was paying homage to Kentaro Miura here with this. Still on my feet, I'm fine. I can't give the villains time to prepare. And you see him right here, man. Yo. And then all of them behind him, every single one of the previous users. Listen, Ninth. Your wounds are far from healed. And it's not yet time to throw caution to the wind. And he looks behind him. And now they're all sitting there. My own feelings place a heavy burden on him. Nah, the kiddo sees every cause as a worthy one. For better or worse, the manifestation of our quirks has enabled him to act on his primary motivation. He now seeks to save everyone as a true superhero, all on his own. All on his own, man. He's choosing the right path. You think so, leader? Inaction is not an option, especially given the circumstances. That's how it is for those of us who bear one for all. That said, if there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be... Then stop. And Deku appears to arrive right here in like a mall of sorts. And yo, look at this panel on the bottom as he brings out the black whip. You get to see his eyes. Man, are you hurt? Looks back. Multiple quirks? Are you working for All for One? Of course one would think that. If they were to see this, they would be like, oh, is this a villain? Is this a hero? And especially with the way he looks. What? No! Great! Glad to hear it! Oh, I thought we were about to get more conflict there. I know the individual's like, oh, no, you good? You're good? We're fine. Really, we're just dandy. You see, Deku, you do not get to see his eyes in these bottom couple panels. Looks behind him, the rain's still falling. Everyone's got it rough. What does All for One want? Where is he? Shigaraki. I have to put a stop to Shigaraki in the league. We get to see Dabi, Spinner, and Toga here. Man. He's flying through the skies trying to save everyone and everything. I can't let them hurt anyone else. Now it's your turn. Man, and like who would have known that that line at that moment would lead us down this journey? And for him to think back to that at this point in time, he's probably like, yo, I'm going down the correct path. And just like the individuals that are within him, the previous users are like, yo, he's doing what needs to be done. And he's doing it all on his own. But we know that Deku has never been one to do everything on his own. He always does it for everyone. I thought that's what one for all always meant. You know what I mean? To do this for other individuals. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing it for other individuals, but he's not allowing anyone else to get into that space. He doesn't want to hurt anyone else, to burden anyone else. And so to see this line again, this iconic line in the series of now it's your turn, but using it to fuel what he's currently doing, It's crazy. It's crazy because you could most certainly see how that could be fueling you in this time. It's your turn. He didn't say it was anyone else's turn. It's your turn. You're the one whose burden this is now placed on. You're the one who has to shoulder all this. It's your turn. And we know how All Might is, and we know that All Might definitely doesn't want to put everything on this boy's shoulders, and we saw it last chapter. But that's the way that Deku took it. And that's the way that he's currently taking it. So that everyone can live their lives in peace and safety. And that's a true hero. And he goes and he continues to take out villain upon villain upon villain, dude. Yo, thinking to his mom, Gran Torino, All Might, his teacher, Eraserhead, Eri. Nah, man, no, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much, man. And there he is once again in front of a couple kids. His hand out in front of some villains. So we can all... Oh, man. And the final shot is those of his beloved classmates. But then we see him in the front and what this has turned him into. In a panel very similar to the last panel from the end of last chapter. Nah, every single one of his classmates smiling in the way that he sees them. He's doing it all for them, man. Deku, son. Smile together again. A reckless rampage born of anxiety and impatience. You take on the world alone, to the point of exhaustion and ruin. Yes, indeed, you're just as he described you. Power in numbers, I say. Taking you in will bring me security. Your dictator, an escapee from Tartarus, another hired gun. Let's hope you're the one who tells me where All for One is. Ho ho, spoiling for a fight, are you? Very well, a fight you shall have, against the ignorant masses themselves. No, he's gonna force him to battle the individuals in the public on some Doflamingo stuff. That they can't control their bodies. We can't control our bodies. Dictator, the one who caught him 5 years ago, was Crust. It was during the bloodless surrender case. His quirk is despot. His control over others can only be broken with a strong blow to his victims or by knocking him out. Of course, he's taken precautions by having civilians shield him. I can't resort to big powerhouse moves. What about Air Force? No, I don't have my gloves and me black whip. This isn't our fault. Our bodies aren't listening to us. We're not trying to hurt you. I know that. It's okay. Oh, man. Yo, don't close into his eye like this, bro. Like, we barely get to see Deku's actual face nowadays. When we see it, all we see is pain. Like, don't do this to me, son. I'll free you of this, and you'll be fine. I just need a strategy. And he's saying this as they're all coming towards him. Deku. No way, bro! No way! Already? There's only one, bro! There's only one individual that has gloves like that. There's only one individual. We're doing this right here, right now. That punk, armor-piercing shot. And he goes in, classic Bakugo, X-Burner. If there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be, there's no question, it's him! It's him, it's the class! He's here, guys. Bakugo finally found him, and he's calling out to everyone else, telling them like, yo, I found him, I found our boy, I found him, son. And now, of course that's the cliffhanger. Yo, that's a Santa Hat level moment if I've ever seen one in this series, bro. No. The individual whose entire rise, it's these two, bro. It's these two. We've seen their battles. We've seen the true battles that they've had. He's the only one that knows the secret. Everything they've gone through, their rivalry, their relationship. And so to see him be the one that finds Deku before anyone else, that hits too close. That hits too close, man. No way, we're doing this right here, right now. I thought we were going to get some more stuff with Deku, but now before Deku plunges even further, Bakugo's going to talk to him. Bakugo's going to get through to him, son. And I'm pretty sure now, if Bakugo's stating, I found him, that means that Bakugo and Deku are about to work together to take on this dictator dude. And then after that, We're gonna see what's gonna happen with Uraraka. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with the rest of the class. Because they gotta talk some sense into the boy and be like, yo, Deku, I understand what you're doing here. We know why you're doing this. We know you don't want to burden us. But let us help you, son. Let us help you. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. Yo, my hero's too goated right now. My hero's way too gored right now, man. Way too good, dude. This is what I'm talking about. This is payoff for years of being invested in Bakugo and Deku's relationship. This is years of being invested in both of these characters, their rise, how it is, and seeing their struggles, and seeing everything that they've gone through from the very beginning of the story. And how it pushed him in one direction, pushed him in the other. And what's crazy to me is that every single one of us, I remember the theories back in the day, we were like, yo, Bakugo's going to go down the Sasuke path. And he's going to go, especially after the All Might stuff with All For One. We were like, yo, Bakugo is going to attempt to find another individual to train him. And then that also was a very big thing after Bakugo fought Deku. Because we were like, yo, he's going to realize exactly what's going on here. He's going to go under someone else. He's going to learn some villainous techniques and everything. None of that ever happened. None of that ever happened. Instead, what we saw was Deku. Deku instead was the individual that attempted, and he didn't even. Deku never did Sasuke anyway. This is a Deku exclusive journey we're seeing right here. Like in terms of my man's is still trying to be a hero. He's just trying not to burden anyone else, and while doing that, he's taking on the appearance of someone who doesn't even look like a hero anymore. And so now we see how those journeys have come to the point to where it's Bakugo now coming in to quote-unquote rescue Deku. So this is beautiful. This is legitimately beautiful, man. I love it. I don't know what Horikoshi is doing. His pen has to be on fire. His pen, whatever he's utilizing to draw out these chapters, to put these on the page, it has to be on fire. It has to be on fire, man. It has to be. This is amazing, dog. This is amazing. These panels with Deku, him thinking back to everything that's important to him, smile together again, now being forced into a situation where he has no idea what he's about to do. And then Bakugo comes in to be like, yo, let's get it down, son. Let's do this thing. And I love this shot of Bakugo, bro. I really, really do. Man, what a chapter. I'll tell you what. Depending on how the next couple chapters go, this is going to probably end up being my favorite volume in My Hero. Because, like, if this is all in the same volume, Deku from the last chapter with what happened with All Might and the end of the chapter to this, and then if this is leading towards the reunion of the class and them speaking to Deku, and that would be peak. That would legitimately be peak, son. That would be my favorite volume in the series, no question. No question. Man, dude. I was expecting us to go and follow Deku's journey a little further. I was not expecting Bakugo. Oh, man. My Hero's on fire. My Hero is on fire. I am so... Dude, manga this year has just been... Weekly Shonen, let's keep it 100, man. Weekly Shonen Jump has been going in like this, dog. Man, and the two series I'm most invested in the magazine that are currently ongoing, which is One Piece and My Hero, are just going ham. They're going ham. God, you love to see it. You love to see it, man. Now I know why he took a break. Who wouldn't? This is the perfect let's go on break chapter. Can't be mad about it, man. I love it. Horikoshi, take all the time you need, baby. With the way that the art has been, I mean, my man has been putting in work, bro. He's been putting in work like I said, his pen's on fire. My man's whole desk is on fire with the stuff he's been producing for 100 straight chapters, man. Greatness. greatness, dude. Yo, I'll see y'all next time. Let me know what y'all thought about this chapter in the comments section down below. This was heat. This was heat. My hero greatness, man.